social affects people.
The way what affects people? Social
Yeah,
constructs.
like socializing affects people.
Okay. How it affects people. Where did I
And I
put that
honestly
marker?
don't know the true definition of construct.
Okay, so social construct, the way it affects people. Affects people. What's affecting people? The way social constructs affects people?
I believe that's what it means. Like the way socializing affects people.
How it affects people, social constructs, and how it affects people. Okay, I like that. You're onto something. Why do you say it the way it affects people? Is it because you're saying a social construct can cause someone to do or not do something?
Yeah, I believe
Or
so.
be or not to be?
Yeah, it's like
To have, to not to have?
It's like being guided, cause
To know, to not to know?
all that and above. But it's like to be guided, to be constructed in a form that certain people wants you to be.
Okay. You say they want you to be? Okay. Let's say we have a client coming here, right? Is every client that comes in here have the same social construct?
No.
No?
I feel like no.
Okay. So no to same. Okay, so no to same. Okay, so we know there's not just one social construct.
It's multiple.
It's multiple, it's many.
Yeah.
All right, many. Can you name a few?
I don't know what that like. Can I look up the definition of concept?
Yeah, look it up.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't even know what it means, but that's what
I have the meaning right here. But I want you to look it up too. Find your own research. And then we're going to see if we came up with the same one. How do I pump this up? Oh, there we go. Ooh. 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 Oh, sorry.
I didn't even know that.
I don't have a live-in podium.
Okay, so yeah, it was around that, what I believe.
So, what did you put? What did you find?
No, the same exact.
Same exact?
Yeah. Reality of human interaction, but what I was gonna give example is like really.
No, it's not a reality of humans interaction. Do you read that again?
But as a result of human,
It says
it's concept of that exists, not in objective
not
reality,
in objective.
but as a result of human interaction.
Yes. So a social construct. We'll take it here. Social construct is a concept that exists not in objective reality. So a social construct does exist, but it's not an objective reality. Meaning, if someone comes in, that's how they have different forms of social constructs, because their reality is different. You know, you might look at their social construct, but that's not be their reality. You get what I'm saying? You're just perceiving a social construct. But is a result of a human interaction. All right. So the result of a social construct is simply a human interaction. So naturally, a social construct be created once you communicate with a human. Me personally, I don't identify as human. I understand I use these human traits. Speaking English, I'm on this physical plane. I have this physical body, in the form of a system that is tied to a human understanding. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I understand I'm beyond what that could ever be, so I could never consider myself to be that.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I understand a lot of people say freely that they are human, and I understand they believe that they are human. And some might even say they know they are human, because that's as far as they chose to take their knowingness. It's like a butterfly, a butterfly was once a caterpillar. Didn't know it was a butterfly until it was a butterfly, and then it could fly. Okay, so, but to me, when you look at a caterpillar, you say that's a butterfly. It's going to be a butterfly, or it's in a form of transitioning into a butterfly. We have that understanding that they are one in a sense. It's like a path, Yeah. So, what I'm trying to get at with this is I'm gonna have you have some open discussions, but this is something I was studying this week, and one thing I've learned is, let me share this with you. What I've learned, you can't get away from social constructs. Do you think we can get away from a social construct?
I believe like it says, it's objective reality. You make it your own reality. So there's tend to be groups, but you don't have to be a part of those groups. But it's like if we're so surrounded by it, it's pretty difficult to not even put yourself in a group without even knowing it.
Without even knowing it. How does that happen? How do you become a part of a group and not even know it?
Because some people
not know what? Not know that you're a part of that group?
That you claim that group without even knowing
that you claimed that group. That you claim that group.
Without even knowing it.
That was a good one. Without even. These are puzzle pieces, okay?
Okay.
We're going to put all these puzzles together, all right? Because right now we're just throwing out this information, but I'm telling you, we're working with this human language, so this is sometimes you got to piece things together that I've learned. That you claim a group without even knowing. Oh, that word knowing again comes up. Interesting. All right. So I agree, because that's what I was learning. Like, I was doing things and I was like, I'm actually going into a social construct without even knowing it. Like, yes, I know I'm moving this way. Yes, I know I'm choosing this, but I didn't know I'm actually becoming a part of a group without even knowing it, if that makes sense. And I'm like, is there any way I can get away from a group? Can I not be part of a group? Can I not be part of, But what does that even mean, to not to be a part of a group?
I feel like I don't even know if you can.
It's almost you gotta zoom out and look at it. Can you even escape? Only thing I can think of, I think whenever there's another around your group, even if that group isn't like you, but the fact that you are here, it's a group.
Right.
In the here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But of course we go into details like, oh, I'm a person who does this, or I'm a person. You know, that alone is a group. Yeah, but every little thing we do we become part of a group. That easily. A church, it can be a group.
Yeah.
Now,
the first thing that came was like religion and race and all that. It's like we become part, even if we don't want to, as well, because it's not even how we look at ourselves; it's how others look at us.
Yeah.
But again, that shouldn't affect, you know. But it's like I'm gonna put as a race. even being of a different complexion to
Mhm.
some others, you're just part of one group. You're not seen more than just that, but
Mhm.
you're just that.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Um, I agree with you, but I feel like that's what they use as power. They use these groups as power, and there's power in this, and that's what I want us to learn. For we won't just be part of a group, but we are aware of what's going on. You get what I'm saying?
exactly.
Um, and it helps with not perceiving people too. In a way, you can perceive people in so much, but don't cling to it. Like oh, I already wrote them off, as this, because if you're doing that, you kind of doing that to yourself in a way,
Yeah.
So it's really nice to take a moment and think about this. We all run into social constructs, but are we aware, that we have claimed that you have claimed a group? Would you say that the word claim is involved in this, or is it just that maybe you didn't claim the group, but it's just simply what that is? It's not a claiming it, it's what other people claimed for you.
Yes, actually.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I present more feminine, there's people that can perceive me as girl, I don't claim that,
Right.
I don't walk through life claiming it, but other may claim that for me, so it helped me to think of like, what do I do? Do I need to correct people all the time? Do I need to, I've learned that you can use it to your advantage. How do you use it to your advantage?
Oh no.
That's what people do in higher ups. They look at these social constructs and they market it, they politics it, what else they do with it? They canalize it, they group it, they understand how far the conscious mind is in these social group constructs. They know what they can do and what they not can do to these certain people or certain individuals. Let's call them individuals. Because they studied it, they understand it, they know what's the best, and they know what the worst in these certain situations. What they're going to be attracted to and what they're not going to be attracted to, and what's in the middle. So I've learned to I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot about it, but I think it was a great thing to talk about because I think it is something to be aware of, that we are involved in these social constructs, even not being aware. But no matter if you're aware or not aware, it's still happening. You're still being perceived.
As something.
You're still showing up to the world as something. What are you showing to the world as? What will you get what I'm saying? Write that down. So this is our scholar Raven. Hello, Raven.
Hello.
Her YouTube coming soon. Yeah, so no matter what it is, it's still happening. We're still showing up as something, no matter what. The thing is, that's first you got to start off with: are you happy how you're showing up? Are you comfortable in how you're showing up? First you got to go through that before you even can get to doing some things.
Right.
And then you got to find out what is happiness for you. There's so many people that show up and they're driven by what others may think. But I'm not sitting here to say that they're wrong for that. That's their motivator. That's not my motivator.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest. At times I do that as well. Sometimes I'm like, it's a challenge for me to change this about myself. But I'm like, I don't like how I sound in this specific situation because of what I understand about this social construct in this specific social construct with the end goal, whatever I'm attempting to gain from it, how do I need to show up? Because how do I need to show up? Because once you understand that, you can eliminate all of that insecurities. Because you can have hidden insecurities not even knowing it, because you are aware of the social construct, but you're not using them to your advantage. Is that what I'm trying to get at is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I'm understanding. What I'm understanding is like we're part of a group, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're just downing or crying about it. Like, I don't want to be seen as that, but you're not taking it into your advantage. Be more than just being seen as that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, own it,
mm-hmm.
but taking it to your advantage.
Taking it to your advantage.
Yeah,
own it, but taking it to your advantage.
Because if you just stay there and be like, oh, but I don't want to be seen as this or that, and just crying or complaining about it, you're not doing nothing with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes you don't even know what you're crying about. You don't even know what you're complaining about, but you feel it internally. You subconsciously know, because it's in media. It's in, and let me say this, social constructs has been built. They have it by the neck in media, in content, like right now, we being a part of it, in a form, in a small form, or maybe a huge form, who knows? Right. But what did that definition say? Interaction, human interaction. So, like I said, I don't consider myself human, but I know a lot of people do consider themselves human. And I'm going to be interacting with a lot of this term human, and that's what this planet Earth is. It's billions, that's, I use the language of human,
Because I feel like every time we even if we don't know it, but we take something from anybody we meet, honestly. Because I was actually analyzing this. Like, it's even ways and forms of doing things. Because I'm just going to put this because I was talking to my sister about this. But I'm like, there was a lady washing her hands in the bathroom. And when she was drying her hands, she was going like this. And I automatically now, every time I wash my hands, I do this. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, just by seeing one person, I didn't even speak to her. Mm-hmm. I just seen her doing.
What were you doing?
My hands, I was just doing like this with the water, like to dry her hands. And another thing, I used to work my manager, every time I used to change the toilet paper in the bathroom or clean the bathroom, she'd like her toilet paper a certain way. And now automatically, every time at my own house, I turn it the other way for it will be like flowing from the front. And I'm like, this is things that I just took from people and I made it my own.
Yeah.
For some reason. I'm like, every time you interact with somebody.
But you've seen something, you've seen value in those two things. Now that's what I want to tap into right now. The value. I'm going to let you finish that. 1 second. Yeah. You've seen value in those two things that you made a change. Putting the toilet paper roll in the front. Doing this when after you wash your hands?
Yes. Like, she washed her hands, she was drying it like this.
Oh, she was drying them like under the dryer?
No, just like in the sink. So
okay.
She just do this. And I'm like, what?
What value did you see in that? To adapt that?
Actually,
to adapt that.
Yes, because I don't like using the hand dryer.
Okay.
So I usually just go like this. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, instead of going like this, wetting the floor myself, I just go like this. And I didn't even think of that.
And it helps your wrist. Yes. It's easier just to flick opposed to shaking.
Going like this.
Flick opposed to shaking. Yeah. And you don't like to use dryer. So that's the value you see. You say, I'm a part of that because actually doing it feels better to you. Yeah. And toilet paper roll, why do you start putting it on top?
Because, well, it's what
I can see it.
What she said.
Touching the wall?
No. Oh, no, I didn't even think of that. But what she said is like, instead, like, put it like this because it's easier to
grab.
To like pull it off. Instead, the other way is just gonna fall on the floor, like the whole roll. Just continue going.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, but you now became a person who put the toilet paper roll in the front.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you watched videos like that before where they ask people, do you put your toilet paper on the front or the back?
No, I
Will look it up on YouTube. I'm telling you, there's plenty of videos out there where they asking people questions. Do you put your toilet paper on the front and the back? The reason why they ask that, because it's a social construct. And people do these things not even aware that they're doing it. But there's value in it usually. And it's more value putting the paper roll on the front. In that incident, unless we know more about why people put it in the back. There might be benefits on that way too. But right now we see the clear focus on the two compared to each other of how that's better for that specific situation. And I've learned that, like, certain things I do, like when I say I want to soften my voice up, things like that, there's a value I see in that. For me personally, for my experience in on Earth, interaction with people,
Right.
I like that personally. You know, I like to come off more of a, you ever seen what's that thing called, like a beautiful flower that's like open like this, and then it closes onto it like this, you know?
Yeah.
But and it have scents on it, and it have a smell for the incense to get it, but it traps a Venus flytrap.
Oh, okay.
You know, and then it attracts it like this. It's kind of like that for me. Like, I don't want to come off as like needles and thorns and no scent, and then nothing ever comes inside. They're not trying to eat the animal, but they're trying to get the pollen off of trying to get their seeds onto the animal.
Right.
The insect, I should say, the insect, the bug, the bee, and then the bee can take the babies and the seeds and plant them elsewhere. But that flower, that Venus flytrap, understands it has to have a sweetness or something that attracts it, you know, but not deter it. For me, a feminine voice, for me, my experience here on Earth and my experience interaction with men and women is that a gentle approach is more of a warmer approach. I see value in it, so I live my life through that. And I choose to change and operate because I see a value in that social construct that has been shown here.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not on another Earth where dominant and deepness is attracting to because I'm not trying to attract a female. You get what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to attract a male. That's not what I'm trying to do. I want to be me and let whatever comes with that. But I understand what that attracts. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm doing it because I want to attract that, but I just know what that attracts.
You know what you...
And I know what I prefer. You get what I'm saying? And then once that attracts that, it's just what that is. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's like I'm just becoming more aware of these social constructs and using them. But I'm not holding them to so deeply to the point of like, this is me. You know, it's like...
Because when you said that too, I seen this experiment. It's like the same girl going out with different outfits out in the street. And it's like the people that approached her was different men's, different price brackets, like different, and she went all in the same spot. First she went out like with sweatpants, and don't get me wrong, every look is your look. But she went out with sweatpants and a bun and, you know, like comfy. And the people that were just hollering at her, and it's not all about fans,
yeah.
But the people that were attracting to her is the less than, or somebody that just wanted to, let's hang out.
Let's hang out. Yeah. She get a different reactor.
Exactly. And then
that's a reality. Yes. Isn't reality in here? Not objective reality, but it is. It is.
It's one person,
but it does exist.
Three lives. Basically, it's like becoming three people in one because she went out the next day and she dressed more, I would say more like showing more skin, short dress and stuff like that. And the people that were after her is people in the same, I would say like they just want to have a good time, but it's like older people or people that just, you know, one night stand type.
That's the vibe they was giving.
Yeah. And then the first one, it was like, oh, let's go out, smoke, let's hang out, type like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then she came out
Mm-hmm.
really nicely dressed.
Mm-hmm.
She had like a trench coat, business pants and stuff like that. And the people that were approaching is high brackets. Is like people with money,
What
people
she
that
had on?
have something to look at future. And it's like, it's crazy because we really, how people perceive us is really up to us. It's like how you, like you said, is what are you showing yourself as to the world.
Yes.
So that's very
Because no matter what you're doing, you're showing yourself to the world.
Because they only
You
can
want-
see your outer. They cannot see your
They cannot
inner.
see your inner.
So it's whatever you're showing.
They
them
can
perceive.
see, and sometimes when she was wearing the sweatpants, she already, her energy vibrated differently already.
Yes.
She's not at her most confident. She knows she's in sweat. She knows she looked like she in the house.
So that energy connects to
It connects to that. And when she had the other energy, her energy vibrated different. She walked different. She moved different. She stood different. It came off. And not just that, her physical appearance was physically different.
It's insane. Yeah, because when you said that, I'm like, it is true. You really are. What are you showing yourself up to? Like,
Because no matter what, you're doing it.
Yeah.
And we're here. Why not do that? Why not be the best at it and grab everything that's ours? On that note, we're going to end this video here. So we're done with the social construct video. And stay tuned. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos. I have previous videos on sperm banking. I know it's totally different than this vibe video. But today was a great day. Remember, I love you all because I love myself. So, bye.